Hey guys, it's Priska.
Hey, it's Matt.
And welcome back to our channel.
Smile more when you come by. Smile more when I see you. Smile more when the sun shines bright. Believe me, I need you.
Okay, guys.
Give it time. Okay, so I know it's been a minute since we posted a video, but we're back.
We got some good videos coming up, and we're going to try to stick to our regular schedule of at least one video per week.
Yes, and we have some good videos coming up.
That's what I just said.
Oh. In one ear out the other. But for today, we're going to be recording a video of how we met.
It seems like it was just yesterday.
No, it doesn't.
Not really.
But it should be pretty exciting. I think our how we met was pretty juicy. We kind of talked about it, but not like officially done a full-on story.
It was hidden in one of our videos. We talked about it a little bit, but we've gotten a lot of comments recently asking for it, so
here we are. We aim to please.
Yeah.
Okay. So where do you want to start?
I don't know. Where does the story begin?
I guess when we met. Okay, so basically the main way we met is we went to the same college, Taylor University. Pretty cool school. But that's where we met, and we ended up actually living in the same dorm. But it was a Christian college, so it wasn't like the dorms where boys and girls live on the same floor. No. There was 2 girls' floors and then 1 boy floor. So he lived on the boys' floor, and I lived on the very top girls' floor.
True. And one day I was just chilling, doing my thing, freshman year, just trying to live life. And then this one came over and was like, let me try to slide in your DMs. And I was like, no, I'm not looking for a relationship.
Okay, that is not what happened. What really happened is I had packed up my room and unpacked everything, and I walked outside because my friends were going to play a game of cards. And so I was like, oh yeah, sure, I'm so down. So I walked out, and there was like a lounge area, and then like beside the lounge area is a little kitchen. So, and it's like a big open floor plan. And he was over there trying to cook pudding with his friend, which he could not make. Couldn't make it. And I was talking to my best friend now. We weren't on that level before, but we're best friends now. And I was like, oh my gosh, like that dude, he is cute. And
Which one?
You.
Oh, me?
I was like, that dude, he's really cute. Like, he is tall, dark, and handsome. And I like it. And she was like, go ask him. I was like, go play cards with us. Go ask. So I was like, okay, I will ask. I waltzed over there to go ask. And he literally turns, he was stirring his stupid pudding, and he literally turns and looks at me and he goes, no.
I did not look you up and down.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
And he said no. And I was like, good, I didn't want you to come play cards with us anyway. And so I turned away and walked back to my seat and sat down.
I don't remember it like that at all, but apparently I didn't make a good impression.
No, he didn't. I didn't like him.
Well, I wasn't trying to be rude, I was just obviously already busy with something, and you were trying to butt in my life.
I was trying to be nice and ask you to play a game. But what was your thought process?
I thought you guys were upperclassmen. I remember that.
Because I looked like I was an upperclassman. I looked like I was 12.
I thought you were upperclassmen because you guys were already like friends, and it was only like the first weekend of school. So I was like, how would they already be friends with each other if they were freshmen? Because I was never fast at making friends. So I wasn't trying to make that a tender moment.
But he ended up coming over to play with us anyway, and like everyone thought he was funny, and he'd crack all these jokes, and everyone would just laugh, hee hee, ho ho. I literally was at the point where I didn't like him at all, so every time he cracked a joke, I'd literally just sit there and look at him and be like, I'm not gonna laugh because you're not funny.
Yeah, well, that definitely happened. I don't know. I didn't come into college looking for a relationship necessarily. I don't know. Were you?
No.
You weren't on the hunt?
No, I was not on the hunt.
For an eligible bachelor?
Nope. I just prayed to God that he'd bring me someone to look like Jake T. Austin. It was my crush at the time.
The little kid from Wizards of Waverly
Place.
Place.
He was not a little kid.
That's kind of weird.
It's not weird.
He's like a 12-year-old boy.
No, he was grown. Literally, he is the A. He's one.
That's honestly the
he
weirdest
is 1
celebrity crush.
year older than me. So literally, as I was growing up, I thought he was cute. So at the time, we've aged together, and at that time, he was a grown man. That I asked God to give me somebody who looked like him. I got you.
True. Well, let me tell you guys, the real drama started when one of Priska's friends called dibs on me.
Yeah, so I apparently wasn't the only person who saw him and thought he was cute. And well, I eventually got to know him because his roommate introduced us.
You gotta respect the dibs. I mean,
My friend had seen him as well, and she was like, oh, I think Matt is really cute. We'll call my friend Lucy. So Lucy thought that Matt was really cute, and so she was like, I like him, I call dibs. And obviously you have to respect dibs, or at least our friend group respected dibs. I don't know if anybody else respects dibs. Some of our friends are convinced that girls don't have dibs and that they're savages. But we had dibs. And so I was like, fine, hands are off. I like
all's
him.
fair, you know?
No. I was like, fine, hands off. I like him, but I'll leave it alone since you think he's cute. But I still was like, oh, but he's so cute. I really wish, but we'll see. And what were you doing at the time? Just playing tennis?
I was chilling. I ended up going out with some other girl on one date. It was a weird story though. We were like study buddies for math because we had the same class. But then she like invited me. She invited me to do something one day, the first time we'd ever done anything outside of studying. And she ended up taking me to her parents' house to meet her whole family. I was like, we are not dating. This is weird. But anyways, there was an entanglement with some other girl. And so
Entanglement? Don't use the term entanglement.
there was a whole lot going on, but honestly, I was blind to realize the good thing that was in front of me, you know? Priska and I, over the first like 2 or 3 months of college, we'd become friends. We would hang out just like in a friend context, but we had like a lot of mutual friends living in the same dorm. So like we would hang out, but I was always just kind of thought of her as like a friend, and I kind of liked her a little bit, but I was like kind of too afraid to like, I mean,
He wasn't ballsy.
cut me some slack. I was 18 at the time. Like, I'd like to think that now that I'm older and more mature, I would realize things sooner and go really just realize what I wanted in life. But it was one of those things where it's like you're friends with someone, you're like afraid to like mess things up by asking them out. I'm sure other people have gone through this, especially in your teen years. It's a real thing. So I wasn't necessarily ready to cross that line with you at that point.
But he was over there texting my friend that I said liked him in the first place. They were having these little chit chats together. She was always telling me, oh, Matt's messaging me. We're having a great time. He's so cute. I know he likes me. And then they go on little walks by themselves.
You're gonna make me sound like an F-boy.
And if the shoe fits.
Lace it up and wear it.
And so I was over here like, wow, he must really like her if he's messaging her. When I would message him, I'd be like, hey, how you doing? He'd give me like one worded answer, and that'd be the end of our conversation. But yet he was going through a whole book, writing a whole book with this other girl. And so I was like, well, it's official. He likes this other chick, and I'm just over here. So I might as well just forget it.
I honestly don't remember that.
Okay.
Here's the thing though, is that like, you know, when you're single, you might be talking to like 2 or 3 people, but it's not necessarily romantic unless you take it to the next level. You know, you're just texting.
Yeah, but it's girls. If you're texting them in detail and like having full-on conversation, in her mind, she's like, we're a thing. And everybody else's mind, it's like, they're a thing.
But it's not like I'm texting like heart eyes emojis and leading people down the wrong path. They're just having a conversation.
You gave emojis. Maybe not heart eyes, but...
There was no heart eye emojis, people.
But they were still emojis.
I was not texting
if you were just
multiple
talking
women
like a
like
friend,
that.
you don't need to give emojis.
Not even a smiley face? What's a smiley face emoji?
A smiley
between
face
friends?
emoji with a girl, it's kind of who likes you, is like saying like...
It wasn't a winky face.
Send.
Oh, wow. Anyways.
I was going to say anyways.
Fast forward a little bit. Obviously, first 2 or 3 months of college, we were just friends. Obviously, we both were, you know, doing our thing. She apparently had a crush on me. I kind of thought of her in that way, but I wasn't necessarily all the way there yet. But I'll tell you about the night that I realized that I did actually like Priska. we had all been invited to go on like this little weekend trip to go to one of our friends. It was like their sister's sweet 16.
It's the same girl that I was talking about who liked him.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it was her. We were going to a party in downtown Indianapolis for her sister's like sweet 16. It was like some fancy hotel in the ballroom, and so we go there, and you know, we're in a group. It's me and like 4 or 5 girls. I was the only guy there, and there was all these guys at the party that were like kind of like you know standing there in the corner like kind of checking out the group, like figuring out who they're gonna come over and try to like you know chat up. And there was a couple guys that I remember that was like talking to like Priska and others, and I realized that like I didn't really feel like any type of way about it. Except when it came to Priska, I was feeling like oddly defensive over her, that like I didn't want anybody else to like chat her up or like, you know, get her number, stuff like that. And I was like, that's kind of weird because we're just friends. But that's when the kind of gear started turning in my head that I was like, okay, I think I might actually have feelings for her. Because I didn't feel that way about any of the other girls that we were with other than Priska. So she kind of got singled out in my mind.
Oh, I got singled out. Out of his list of girls, I made it to the job.
I did not have a list, guys. I'm a very shy person, so I'm not like
he
the
carried like
outgoing.
12 girls to prom.
I know. I'm not the outgoing type of person to have a list. Trust me.
Anyway, after that party, I like realized too that I was like, I really like him. Like I really want to date him, and my best friend was like, just go for it. Like screw dibs. And I was like, I
Was
can't.
it my button-up shirt and snapback combo that really turned you on?
No, it was your personality.
That's peak 18-year-old fashion right there. I think I had some patterned socks on too, but I can't recall the entire outfit.
Anyway, so my friend was like, just screw dibs and go for it. And I was like, I can't do that. But then my friend got mad at him because she had asked him, a pick a date came up. Pick a dates for Taylor is kind of like your floor has like a group date and you have to invite someone to go with you. So you pick a date that you're gonna ask to go on a pick a date with you.
Yeah, so everyone on the floor has like a week to go out and find a girl or guy that they want to ask on the date. And so it's like this big rush to find somebody.
Yes. So said friend Lucy asked Matt on the date, and Matt told her no, because apparently he says he didn't like her then, because he'd realized that he liked me.
Are you leaving out the part where you were crying in the bathroom stall over me?
No.
That's juicy.
We're not there yet.
Oh, okay. Let's fast forward to that part. I want to hear about the emotions.
No. And so the pick a date, he asked her, and he had told her no, that he had tennis practice, I guess. So she came upstairs.
I was on the college tennis team.
Yeah. So she came upstairs and she was all upset about it. And she was like, I don't want him anymore. Like, I'm not calling dibs on him anymore. Like, my dibs are canceled. And I was like, ooh, shoot. Like, I call dibs. Me.
I don't think there was anyone else to
Me. I call it. And she was like, after I called dibs, she's like, no, I changed my mind. I was like, no. I was like, you can change your mind all you want, but now it's fair game. Like, dibs, you undibbed, and I dibbed. So I am now officially the dibber. And so I was like,
Oh, dang.
game is on. I was like, the game is on. We'll see what happens. Actually, that's not what I said, but I just told her that she didn't call, so I was fine and free to do what I wanted. So we went on the pick a date. I actually went with his roommate.
Yeah, she went with my roommate.
But, okay.
If you watch the Wisconsin wedding video, that's my best friend Brian, so.
That's who I went on the pick a date with.
Yep.
So we went on a pick a date, and it was one where we were tied together, like our hands were tied together, and we had to try to eat and do everything while connected. Anyway, didn't work out, obviously.
It wouldn't have worked out.
And I came back after that. A few days passed, and I was like, it is game time. I'm going to get my mans. And so I was like,
that was around like Halloween, right?
yes. And so I was like, it's going to happen. And so like I had this mindset, and then we decided we're going to have like a movie night. So he had his group of friends that we were friends with, and I had like the girls that was my friend group, and so we had become like a group that like hung out all together all the time. So
You know, freshman year, you got your squad of like 20 friends. And then by senior year, it's like you and like your 2 real friends. Because
yes.
you've gone through the ringer with them.
For sure. So I was like, oh, this is my time. Like, maybe I can sit by him and we can watch the movie by each other. And I can, like, maybe, like, literally, I had been talking to one of his best friends and one of my best friends, Taylor. And he was like, oh, no, girl, he likes you for sure. Like, we've talked about it downstairs. Like, he thinks you're cute. Like, he likes you. So, like, go for it. And I was like, okay. Like, okay. And I was, like, so excited. And so I was like, I'm going to maybe, like, hold his hand or something. Like, I'm so excited for this movie night. But
that's some real intense Christian relationship right there.
But
what?
What had happened was that he decided to sit by Lucy and his hand was across her chair like this.
That doesn't mean anything.
And they were just talking and she was over there laughing really hard and like, oh, you're so funny.
That doesn't mean anything. You see this can mean one of two things. You're making the moves or it's just comfort. It wasn't like my hand was like this.
It's your hand is around her.
Honestly, I can't recall.
You shouldn't have that kind of comfort with anybody else but me because you liked me.
We was friends.
Who you thought was cute. Anyway, so at that point, I was crushed and I thought everyone had been lying to me. And so I ran to the bathroom and I cried.
That's what set you off?
Yes.
I thought that girl was being mean to you.
No.
Shoot, it was me?
It was you being a man-ho.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Come here. Don't cry in the bathroom stall over me. Aw, that's some Degrassi, like your own personal Degrassi moment.
Anyway, I was brokenhearted. My best friend had to come into the bathroom and comfort me and be like, it's gonna be okay. Like, it's fine.
That's how you know you got a real friend. When you're crying in the bathroom stall, whoever shows up is your real friend.
And I was shattered. And so I was like, you know what? I literally was like, I'm done. Like, I'm not dealing with it anymore. Like, I'm so done. But then, like, the following week, they had to pick a date.
Yeah, we were going to a haunted house.
They went to a haunted house. And the same said friend from his floor, Taylor, that I had been talking to was like, girl, he's going to ask you out. Like, you should be so excited. Like, he's asking you out. Like, he likes you. I don't know what that whole situation was when we were watching the movie, but he likes you. I don't know why I said girl, the friend. That's not how Taylor sounds.
Yeah, he doesn't talk like that.
He'd literally be like, why'd you say I talk? But he was like, he likes you. He's going to ask you out. Like, it's going to happen. Like, he's asking you on this pick a date. And I was stoked. I was like, yes, I'm so excited. Like, every time I see him, I'd like try to like make it so we're like one-on-one so he'd eventually ask me on the pick a date. Do you think it happened? Do you think he asked me on the pick a date? No. Because he had other girls on his list.
What?
He asked another girl on the pick a date and I heard about it. Literally cried again, and I was like, you know what, I'm officially done. I can't play these games. The Lord is saving my heart for someone who actually cares about me and is gonna pursue me. And if I'm not gonna be pursued, I'm not wasting my time with people anymore who have lists of girls and don't know a good thing when they see it. So I was like, I'm finished. Sarah, we're going to your house this weekend, and I'm gonna get away, and I'm gonna chill.
No, that's true. That's a good attitude to have. It's good that you knew your worth. Guys, like I said, I was 18 at the time. You know, I've changed, but really the thing is that I didn't want to ask Priska because what I said before is that since we were friends, I was kind of afraid to like mess up what we had or like, you know how it is. If you say you like someone that's your friend and they don't like you back, then it's awkward. Now all of a sudden you can't hang out in that clique anymore because it's just way too weird. So I just wasn't trying to make waves like that. So I just ended up asking out a girl from one of my classes instead. Casual, nothing crazy. Just I needed someone to go on the date with. But I realized, I think it was Sarah that actually tipped me off because Sarah's a real friend. That night, Sarah, I guess, texted me, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, and told me that you were like pretty upset about it and crying.
She told you were an idiot.
Yeah.
And asked what was wrong with him.
And I was like, what'd I do? But her best friend told me that.
So yeah, the whole time we were hanging out at her house, like I said, we left for the weekend. I was not aware that she was messaging him and being like, you're an idiot. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, I thought you liked her. Like, what is going on? She likes you. Because he wasn't gonna just take the risk.
I wasn't gonna take the risk and I wasn't getting the picture either. But once I realized that Priska liked me because, I heard it through the grapevine from her best
Yeah,
friend.
because he couldn't just take the chance by his own self. He had to make sure and be positive. He wasn't going to
Like
get
I
shot
said,
down.
if this all went down today, I would have taken the chance earlier. But I was 18, so the next, I think when you got back on campus, like the next day or two, I had basically texted you or called you, I forget, and said that I wanted to talk in person. And so we ended up meeting, and then we took a walk down to Taylor Lake, the big lake on campus. And we sat there, and basically I told you that I had heard that you liked me and that I really was starting to have feelings for you too. And I didn't even mess around and say we should get to know each other, or I didn't say, would you go out with me on a date? I just straight up said, Prisca, will you be my girlfriend? Because I was ready to take that step to have a relationship with you. So I was like, Prisca, will you be my girlfriend? And guess what she says? She says, I have to think about it.
I didn't say I would have to think about it. That's not what I said. Okay, at this time, I had never dated anybody before. And from what I've seen, I was like, people are supposed to go on like their first date and get to know each other before they actually start dating. Which is like, we were already hanging out anyway.
We knew each other.
We were already hanging out together, and so I was like, I don't know why I said it, but like he was like, I want to go out with you, and I was like, but aren't we supposed to like go on a first date first? Like, I don't know. Like, we have to get to know each other before we actually start. I was like, we should probably get to know each other before we actually start dating. So
It's a good idea, but
we'd already knew each other.
So I said, all right, balls in your court, do what you will. And we started walking away from the lake back to go get some dinner.
No, we stayed at the lake, and then one of our friends saw us and came over.
Yeah, he was Snoopy.
Yeah, he just ran over and he's like, how's it going? So, are you guys officially dating now? And Matt was like,
I don't know.
Are we? And just looked at me and I was like,
classic.
I guess we are.
And then I went for it, Christian third base. I went there and I held her hand. Fingers laced.
Our fingers were not laced.
Oh, shit, I remember. I was always self-conscious, too,
This did not happen. This happened.
I was always self-conscious, too, because I get sweaty easily, so I probably had sweaty hands, so I was self-conscious about that. But I found a woman that doesn't care, so that, if there's things you're self-conscious about, you'll find someone eventually that doesn't care about all those things. Don't reassuring that. All right, guys. I don't know what else there is to say. I guess the rest is history. I mean,
we never went on a first date. He never took me on one. Not an official first date.
We didn't really.
No.
We probably had. We obviously had a first date. We just didn't really take note of it. I guess
it doesn't count. An official first date is when you're like, I'm taking you on our first date.
It's true.
That didn't happen. So.
Yeah, but 4 days from that day, on October 12th, I asked Prisca to be my wife. And then a year later, we got married, and we've been married for a year now.
Did you say 4 days? You said 4 days from that day.
I thought I said 4 years. I meant maybe not. 4 years from then, because I asked her out on October 12th, 2013. So then October 12th, 2017.
That could be another story if you want to hear it. Let us know.
Yeah, shoot.
It's a good story.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I guess just kind of wrap things up. I guess I could just say that I really enjoyed, the opportunity to get to know you for quite a long time as we went to school and lived in the same building for, 4 years. To really get to know each other before, we were decided to make that commitment to get married. And I don't know. I wouldn't trade those years for anything. It was a lot of fun.
Me too.
Sorry I was messing around.
Your list. Now it's the bottom of the list.
Guys, don't pass up an opportunity at a real dime.
Why would you trade out a dime for a penny?
Gang, gang. Yeah, guys. Well, do you have anything else to say?
I don't think so.
I mean, that's it.
Just
that's
say
the story.
you are a gift, and I am so glad that I have you.
Oh, thank you. I feel all warm and tingly inside. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. We appreciate you guys. Got some more good videos coming. So yeah.
Yeah, and hi to our new subscribers. I was pretty excited. We've gained a little.
Yeah, it was almost 2,500 of you guys, so appreciate you.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You want to watch us?
All right, it's just 2,500. Don't get conceited.
That is a lot.
Yeah, no. If you guys are new subscribers though, or old, you should drop a comment below. Just say what's up. We would love to just say hey to you guys. We've really been enjoying reading some of your comments. We read all of them and try to respond to all of them. So
yeah, and shoot us a friends request on Instagram. Have some of you guys on Instagram. I've even chatted with some of you guys on Instagram.
yeah, I've seen like 20 of y'all followed me on Instagram so far. So that's cool. I've been following pretty much everyone back from YouTube. So
Yep. Well, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on that. Did they say blue notification bell? Turn on the notification bell so you are alerted whenever we post a new video.
boo, cringy YouTuber, boo, unsubscribe, boo, dislike, boo.
You're canceled.
I bet they're not even really married.
Is that a comment we had or something?
Guys, I don't even know. It wasn't. I was just trying to think of what a hater would say about this video.
What? There's a lot more I could have said. Instead of, I guess they're probably not even married.
All right, guys, that's it. I'm done talking. So we're going to go eat some teriyaki chicken.
And we'll see you on our next video.
Watch out for your fam. Watch out for your health. Watch out for your fitness. Watch out for your chickens.
And watch out for your dog.
That wasn't part of it.
And watch out for...
Y'all, have you had these burnt Cheez-Its? They burn
They're
them.
not burned.
Hang on. They burn them on purpose, and they're delicious.